Yeah, welcome to the Mixed Summer Beach House. It's Greg, it's Fred, it's John Mayer.
For real. And it really is just a house. It's amazing.
Pretty cool, right?
You've taken over a residential area.
Oh yeah, wreaked havoc, really.
You have all sorts of loopholes you're finding here.
You have been a friend to our radio station for a long time. You've done mixed lounges,
Yeah.
mixed fests,
Yeah.
and here you are doing the Mixed Beach House.
Yes.
I've got a throwback Sunday photo for you. No,
Okay.
they did throwback there.
What kind of shirt or haircut is this going to be?
There we go.
Yo, that's me with Def Leppard.
That's me right
That's
there.
the concert we did, and Def Leppard closed it.
Yeah.
And I got to hang with my favorite band growing up.
gotta
It's
get
the
that.
30th
Get a picture of that.
anniversary of Hysteria this month,
And
I think.
there's you and I. We look like a couple there,
That's
kind of, don't we?
awesome.
Yeah, isn't that
That's
fantastic?
awesome.
Greg,
So-
you have a soul patch?
Yeah, I do. I did have a soul patch there. But yeah, very
Not
cool.
bad, not bad.
But you have, last time I welcome back to Boston when you were there last month or a couple of
Yeah.
months ago, I was at the show. And you were telling me a story about MixFest when you were in Berkeley. And
Yes.
you were kind of pretending to work for the radio station.
So
or
I
something.
pretended to work for the station. So we walked down to MixFest, and I brought my little stereo mic and a bag and my recorder, and we interviewed people as if we were from the mix and asked them increasingly strange questions that probably weren't as strange as the questions you actually asked.
Right.
But we walked around. I remember Sarah McLachlan was playing. This was 1997. This was
Yeah, yeah.
90s. This is literally 20 years ago.
That's crazy, right?
To the month almost, because
Yeah,
it would have
yeah,
been
yeah.
September.
Exactly, yep.
And walked around. Who you excited to see tonight? who you excited to see tonight?
It kind of sounds like Fred.
And we're back.
And we're back.
I think
Gotta
Bare
ask
Naked
you.
Ladies were there too.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's
I also
right.
heard a story too that when you were at Berkeley, was that your only Mixed Fest? Did you go to a few of them? Or?
That might have been my only one in Boston.
But somebody told me that you said someday you were going to play Mixed Fest.
Yeah, arrogance is a nice, kind of a rocket fuel. If you have a little talent and you're working hard, throw a little arrogance on it,
Yeah.
slip that through.
It's like
So-
a vision board, though.
Yeah, that's
You know
right.
what I mean? I'm gonna
Yeah.
do it, you did it.
It's a slip and slide when you're younger, and not as effective when you get older. But it was a nice way to look at things and go, I'm gonna hit the scoreboard with my home run.
And you did, man.
And
You
I
played it
did.
twice,
And I
2002.
made it to a house.
Yeah, the beach house.
One
exactly.
day,
The
if you
legendary
work
beach
hard enough, you'll get a bedroom as a dressing room, and people will stare at you as you go to take a piss. It's the world's.
It happens.
One day, kids, if you work hard enough,
You could be here
too
at the Mixed Beach
can answer questions around a seashell.
Now, John, you said that was 20 years ago.
Yeah, 20 years ago.
This is 20 years later.
Yep.
You're gonna be 40.
Yeah.
What do you think is different about the man then, the man now?
Well, there's a man now.
Yeah.
There's a man now. When I was younger, I just remember, I've been thinking about it. When you're about to hit 40, you start looking back a little bit. I was definitely swinging at every pitch ever thrown. Because
Now a more relaxed pace sort of thing. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, look, I get it. I get me. I get everything I've ever done and why I would have done it and how it would have gone down, and all for the best and some for the worst. And you look back and you go, I'm really, really glad that I'm here now.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm on solid ground, and I don't have water in my lungs, and I'm just like, and ultimately, the only bummer of the whole thing is that once you figure it out, you wish there was maybe 10 more years. If there was one more
You knew
decade.
this 10 years ago?
Yeah, I look at it more like 10 more years ahead.
Yeah.
I don't want to go back.
Okay.
That's what's great about if you live your life correctly, like time is fair. I don't want to be 25. I would just hate everyone around me if I was 25 because they'd be 25. And I'd still be 40. I'd be 40 years old but acting like 25, and everyone would be like hung over and getting over it, and I'd be hung over for 6 days. And so I'm where I should be. I just wish there were probably 10 more years to bang around before we got to get down to business, which I do have to get down to business because every year that I get older without a kid is a year older I am than my kid.
Ah.
You know what I'm talking about?
It'll be the best thing you ever do, by the way. I got
Yeah,
two
no,
of them.
I'm psyched. Can I
4-year-old.
borrow one just to?
I had, when you walked in, she was in my arms. She's a big fan. And she does a mean version of In the Blood.
Oh, cool.
She's 4 years old. And she's
Cool.
like,
I
really love it.
Right on.
So welcome back.
Thank you very
It's good
much.
to have you back after your hiatus.
Yeah, thank you.
I was at the
Hiatus,
show.
a beautiful cape right up here. Have you been to Hiatus?
Hiatus, yeah, she's still with the
I
Prince.
have a house on Hiatus. It's beautiful.
But I was at the show in Boston, and I'm sure you could feel the love being back.
Yeah, I
and,
can. It's
yeah,
great.
it
There are
was-
these little hot spots of my history around, and it's nice to be back up in this quadrant of the country.
Thank you for taking the time. We appreciate
Thank you
it. John
very
Mayer,
much.
John, thanks,
now
sir.
playing the
Thanks
Beach
very
House,
much.
Mixed
Right on.
Lounge,
Thank
Mixed
you.
Fest. He's done it all. Thank you.
Thank you.